What was the next step for you, Kev? After you, where'd you go to college, and when did you explore film in college?
The next step for me was Michigan State. I went to Michigan State University. One thing that my father had told me growing up was that, if you wanted to pursue journalism or pursue television at the time, right? Because at the time, you're watching a lot of sports. I wanted to be that play-by-play guy, right? I wanted to be on air, be that type of person, being the one, the Keith Jackson or something like that, broadcasting, your favorite teams and everything. And so my dad had always said, well, if you want to do that, you really need to learn how to write. You really need to know how to be able to tell a story in that fashion, So, like right before I went into college and high school, I really pursued journalism and really got into like my high school newspaper and stuff like that. Got internships with some local papers here in Chicago, like the Tribune and stuff of that nature, and Crane Chicago Business and all that. So I was like, my dad was kind of really laying the foundation for me on the things that I should be doing growing up and stuff. And that kind of led me to Michigan State. It actually was a school that he kind of wanted to go to when he was my age. He never went there, but I remember watching, again, Michigan State on at that time in the 1990s, early 90s. They had just come off a Rose Bowl victory in '88 and stuff. And so I remember watching a football game between Michigan State and Notre Dame, like on ABC. And it's like Rick Meyer might have been with Notre Dame at that time. I don't remember who was with Michigan State, really. We didn't really have anybody, but the game was at Spartan Stadium, and they showed all the campus there, and it was green, and it was lush, and for me, it really encapsulated what college felt like it should be to me. You know what I'm saying? And so I ended up getting a chance to go there, and I went to Michigan State, and I studied journalism there, and went on the school paper at Michigan State, State News, and I was able to eventually work on all the major sports, football and basketball. And our football team at that time was not good, the end of George Perlis era, right before Nick Saban came for a little bit. And in basketball, we had Judd Heathcote. Tom Izzo was like the assistant coach at that time. And my senior year, I was in the same senior class as Sean Respert and Eric Snow, who you might know a little bit better because he played with the Sixers and ended up getting to the finals a couple of times with Allen Iverson. So those are my guys, man.
Come on, Kev. We got to stop you. I remember him. I went to see Hall, but I'm a Duke fan. So unfortunately, that was your senior year, right? Where y'all ran into Grant Hill and them your senior year.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, man. So, we have always had some tough times with Duke. Michigan State has had tough times with Duke and everything. But
you got him back a couple years ago. Trust me.
Got him back, just like 2 years ago.
When y'all knocked Zion out, I heard from every Spartan ever, like, yo, I thought it was a championship game. But anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
No, I was just saying, yeah, that's my man Cassius doing that. Cassius Winston in that team. But yeah, just at Michigan State, I really learned how to tell a story, had an opportunity to tell a lot of great stories in those spaces. And from there, I graduated Michigan State. My first job out of school was at ESPN. And that's really how my career started.